Alright, listen. You know that's him?
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to kick off. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's...
Okay, so what defense we in? Man, that nigga two-step into the motherfucker. They gotta do that, don't they?
Dropped at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back.
I need a layup, though.
He creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
It's a pickup.
Everybody else on this bitch dunk but me. What the fuck? I don't understand
See
that.
what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A block.
On the gun, it's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Is this crowd one of the best in the league?
Man, that's a lot of animation.
It's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor, 26 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. 25-yard line.
That's me. I thought he was going. I thought he was for sure going up. Good fucking pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're ran
Come on.
But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout.
Fucking pass.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through.
No way. That's all.
The lead moves to 10-zip.
I thought he had. Wow, that's.
Very little movement
And it's not so
after
fly
that,
passing like that.
settle for
That's
3.
just
And it
dumb.
does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though.
That's all.
Cooper Kupp is his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to
Should've.
force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan.
Nah, this game's crazy for
there.
that.
You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the 41, Wentz. They set up the screen to Chubb.
Well,
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
no, we just all
First
discombobulated
downs
first.
have him up near midfield
He's
now
all
on
fucked
1st
up.
and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one. And a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back up.
On play action.
Fucking pass,
Wentz.
though.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
I fouled him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt,
I got yours.
as well as some really nice touch.
Somebody take it. Damn. Shit.
First and 10 at their own 25.
All the way. Ugh. These niggas getting all these.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive.
They did a real light heavy, though. No moves with it. Just wait. Good jump, good jump. What?
Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Nothing.
Not one that I've ever met.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Oh, good luck.
The Colts first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple
trap.
to the 44.
He was taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be
get back up.
down with the first down at the Ravens 33. 23 yards
Yo.
up there.
First down, Colts.
Man, they just let these
In
niggas come
Raven
back like that.
territory now. Here's a first
That's
and
so
10 down at the 33. Here's Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Ball carrier.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Colts 10, Ravens 7.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
Man,
He'll get it down
like
this time
that.
to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nah, no bull. And
Decided to hit it
one was
that
fucking
time on the
contested.
run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it
Yeah, the
inside.
nigga jumped.
Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Claypool.
2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
I'll take that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. picked off at the 33. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the
I shouldn't have never.
vision,
I would have never
found
done
the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap,
It'd be hella shit going on for real.
about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hell no.
The Baltimore offense
Kyrie might be lagging for him.
Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
At least that I hit the game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
All right, hey, Daniel, I could really go up. I mean, you can follow that to the paint. You just take mine.
Before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another.
It took hella long.
First and 10. Wins to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3.
All right, come on. We only down 3.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, we got no more fouls.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
That shit was late.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I'm stuck, bro.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost lost the football.
That's me.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football.
Nah, you gotta take one dribble.
But I think the good news outweighs it.
That's right. After you take one dribble, you can do
That
that
was
shit.
big for them.
Shot. What you got on regular 98?
Going on second and long. Wentz got a man. That's Richie James. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
How the fuck did he get back to the spot like that?
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense.
Them other niggas is throwing that motherfucker wing to wing.
With your offensive unit.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him.
Whoa.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Prescott going to do it himself. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Yo, you be jumping on your own? You could do that thing.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
That's not a steal, though.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 42 yards out.
No, bitch. Yeah, you can dead you hanging on though. That's so wild.
And his kick here is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense.
I don't know if we're going on that shit, man. But damn, I need to go back in my crib, my nigga. This shit take too fucking long.
Just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it
Caught
on the
that bitch
fourth down
automatic.
drive. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think
they got that bum ass run though. They was not supposed to get that shit.
Totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brought in left side by Snead. The Ravens going to use the second of their time.
Yeah, if y'all need one, you can use him.
Stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Open space inside the 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, so I'll catch on the video.
Looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cooper Kupp as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play even when
Point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Yo, I'll holler at you later, bro.
In the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Prescott. He'll get that complete to Alberto. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Back to the running game with Swift. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
It got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try again with Chubb, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Swift. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 29.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, it's Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Going up top for Kupp. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down throw for Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
1-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. His throw incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 20.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Baltimore, 1st down.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. The quick slant caught. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd down and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing here, Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chandler Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and long.
3rd and long for Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
James now to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.